your homie Terry Crews.
Yes.
He addressed toxic masculinity, right? That was one of the terms that he used. And TheRoot.com actually had this great article about this whole incident. Mm-hmm. And it said, the title was, "In order to end toxic masculinity once and for all, Terry Crews offers to slap the shit out of D.L. Hughley."
And that's like, Terry Crews is kind of being a paradox of what he's saying. It's like
being a hypocrite.
Being a hypocrite.
You're talking about ending toxic masculinity, and in the same breath, you're talking about slapping somebody.
But my thing is this:
cut it out.
Yeah, my thing is this: is like, when it comes to black people, when we talk to each other, we're always quick to like go, "Yo, fuck you, man! I'll smack shit out you. Fuck that." Then when we get around whites, we're like, "I think this is ridiculous. We have to come together. We have
because
Right.
Because he did not offer to smack the shit out of the dude who actually juggled his balls.
Right.
But yet he wanted to smack the shit
D.L. Hughley,
out of the comedian talking about it.
Right.
But you're not talking about smacking the shit out of the dude who actually physically violated you.
That's true.
I don't get it. I don't get it. But here's an interesting little theory about this whole thing, because me and DL were talking about this over the weekend, and DL brought up something very interesting. What he brought up was that roughly 36 hours before the situation happened.
Yeah. Before which situation?
Before Terry called out D.L. Hughley over an interview from last year.
Yeah.
Terry Crews was defending Gina Rodriguez. You hear about this whole thing?
Gina Rodriguez is from...
Gina Rodriguez is a Latina actress.
Right.
Who has gone out of her way to what some people consider slandering black women.
What did she say?
Basically, she said, well, it was like a series of things. At one point, she said, right when Black Panther first came out, and she was like, oh, this is great. What about a Latino superhero asking for a friend? Right when Black Panther, came out. And then she said, Latinos are the least paid group in Hollywood. Not true. Not true at all. Not true. In fact, the highest paid female in Hollywood is the girl from Modern Family.
Oh, right. God. She's from Colombia. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was in Soul Playing with me. Yeah, I know her.
Yeah. Vergara. Sophia Vergara.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And then during this whole, there was a press junket with my man Zilla from Littlefoot, and she was doing this interview with a black, her co-star, a black female co-star, and he asked her, the interviewer said, what's it like for a black woman in Hollywood, to get a role like this? She goes, well, as a black woman, and then Gina, interrupted, as a woman.
Yo, first of all.
And then, let me just say this, and this culminated on a Sway interview that happened around a week ago, where she started crying on the air.
Gina?
About how, Gina was crying, saying she's not really racist, that's not her heart, and so forth. Terry Crews went and stuck up for Gina, saying, I worked with her, she's a great person, she's not racist at all, nothing else like that. And all these black women were saying, yo, like, we were the only ones that supported you with this whole sexual assault thing, and now you're shitting on us by defending her.
Yeah.
So he went and deleted the tweet and publicly apologized and said, oh, I'm sorry for defending her. It was not my place. I'm not the victim here, whatever. And 36 hours later, he's now bringing up an old interview and starting beef with D.L. Hughley to try to make this allegedly go away.
That's why history is important.
This is the theory.
That's why history is important. See, that's another thing. See, Terry Crews, I think it's almost like this defensive thing because black people are kind of pushing back on him. So
black women.
And black women, first of all, I'm going to say this over and over. Black women get the most disrespected out of everybody. They get the most disrespected in the business and they're the most supportive. Like they're the most supportive of especially black male actors who a lot of motherfuckers that don't marry any of the black women, they get support from black women. Black women spend so much money and support us. Like me, you know me, as much as I talk shit about pro-black shit, black women in the streets show me so much fucking props. You know, I would be a fucking idiot to be dogging them in public, man. It's like there's a lot of us that do that. We kind of fucking are not loyal to black women at all, and it's fucked up on all levels. We need to cut that shit on. Gina Rodriguez is wrong for what she does, because a lot of Latinos are racist as fuck towards black people. That's the truth. Even though we come from the same blood, a lot of us come from, if you're Puerto Rican, Dominican, you know what I say. Puerto Rico, how many times do I got to bring this shit up? If you come from Puerto Rico, Dominican, Honduras, Colombia, the diferente países, it's all very African. 86% of Latinos are African blood. You know what I mean? And for her to say, oh, interrupt a black woman, say women. No, bitch. It's fucking black women. I'm not trying to disrespect her, but no, don't interrupt us. Speak for yourself. Black women are disrespected. Black women are not lying when they are talking about this kind of shit. You understand? They're not crying wolf. Listen, black women are the most educated in America. The most educated, the most shit on, the most, and then they get disrespected as far as Hollywood. They're either over-sexualized. They, a black woman can't be on TV unless she fucking a white dude. You know what I'm saying? She got to be a side bitch and all this other dumb shit. There's 1,900 shows with white women being tough. And white women are not that tough. I get on an elevator, they holding their purse. White men aren't that tough. I'm tired of seeing white girls, karate, fucking 200-pound guys. Yeah, ha, yeah, good job, Betty. Yeah. Who doing wrist grabs to 200-pound men. Yeah. Supergirl. Yeah, that's right. What fuck out of here. Black women there should be more shows with black women superheroes, the whole nine. And for her, Gina Rodriguez, to jump on the Black Panther shit, that's typical shit that other minorities do. They always want to leech off of a black movement. It's always, when did you never spoke up when all these white movies were out? You didn't say a motherfucking word. But as soon as Black Panther comes out, you know what I mean? Now you want to jump off of our shit, but that's typical shit from Asians, from Latinos, always jumping off of our movement all the time. Even when Latinos, when they do like their protests, they copy the fucking civil rights movement. Everybody copies black people's movements. You know what I'm saying? But then when they get their rights, they go back to calling us niggas and shit, shitting on us and shit. You know what I mean? We don't want you, don't marry none of these, you know what I mean? But they always want to base their schematic of civil rights movements off of our shit, leeching off of us. We're the most leeched on, most sucked on, most copied fucking culture on the goddamn planet. So Gina Rodriguez need to keep her motherfucking mouth shut and understand, here's the thing, black people, we're on your side. When Latinos are shit on, we're the first people to speak up because black people speak up the most out of all races. We speak up the most because we've been the most battered. We've been side to side with white people for hundreds and hundreds of years, thousands of years. I mean, we were ruling Europe. Listen, this is real shit. We taught Europeans how to wash their ass and write. The Moors, it's real talk. It's a fact. So we've been around you motherfuckers for a long time. We're like brother and sister, we're kinship. So when the other races come in, the Latin races and the other races start talking that shit, it's like, yo, relax, we're on your side. When Asians, when I Crazy Rich Asians, I was happy for them motherfuckers, man, because we know what it's like to be left out. But as soon as you guys get a little bit of an inch, you come looking at us like we ain't shit. It's like we ain't shit. Like we always are there to uplift everybody else. Then when they get somewhere, they fucking kick the ladder down. Fuck you, man. Black people are a big presence in Hollywood. Black women are a big presence in Hollywood with the Issa Raes, the Ava DuVernays, Oprah. We have the most powerful woman in entertainment who's Oprah Winfrey. You need to keep your motherfucking mouth shut. And I'm talking to all minorities from other races, keep black women's name out your motherfucking mouth if you ain't fucking complimenting them. This bullshit. I'm speaking up for black women. Fuck that. You know what I mean? I love black women. They're the fucking dopest to me. And it's not taking anything from other women. And what's fucked up too is when you talk proudly about black women, everyone gets upset. Everyone gets mad. Because the hatred of black people is so ingrained that if I go, black women are amazing. Well, you're being racist. What the fuck? Does that even make any sense? That doesn't even make any sense. Black women are the shit. They age the best. They got the best bodies. You motherfuckers age early. Fuck you. You feel me? And you copy everything from black women. You dance like them. You talk like them. You ever see other races when girls want to get an attitude? They do this shit. They go, I see Asian girls doing it. I see Latin girls. It's black women shit. Right? Yeah. You get everything from black women. Even gay white men steal shit from black women. Girl, honey. The fuck out of here. Black women are the trendsetters, man. Of course, black men are too. But Gina Rodriguez is wrong for that. When white people are doing shit, you need to talk that shit in front of white folks. When you see a superhero movie, that's with white people, you go, where are the Latin people? Don't base your shit off the Black Panther. And Black Panther's an actual superhero. It wasn't some like Black Panther's an actual. It's a Black Panther. It's not like they named Black Panther. Hey, let's call it Panther. Fuck that. Call it Black. Yeah, we gonna call it Black Panther, man. Fuck that shit. It was done in 1966, you fucking idiot. So Gina Rodriguez, I don't know her like that. I'm not disrespecting her, calling her a bitch. But you need to really pick and choose when the fuck you open your mouth about us, man. I'm serious about my culture, man. I'm serious about black women. I'm serious about black men, because we need to get our shit in order, man. Our shit is chaotic, man. And I think Terry Crews, I'm glad he apologized. I'm glad, you know what? You know what I like? I like when we come together and we shut people down who are being irresponsible. We love Terry Crews. We support Terry Crews. I support Terry Crews. Terry Crews is a black man with a black family. I think it's good to slap people on the wrist when they're being a little bit like, yo, man, Jewish people do it. All other communities do it. When you're out of line, they check you on that. And I think when black stars or black people in the media are out of line, we need to slap people on the wrist and go, why are you supporting this Gina Rodriguez chick? And I think, you know what it is too? Whenever you're working, I noticed this, whenever you're working in Hollywood, everybody's family. No, she's not, fuck out of here. Whenever everybody's working, it's like, once you're working, let you be starving. You be like, yo, Gina, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? You know, but when you're working, it's like, oh my God, she's like my sister. Yeah, because you're working now and you're getting SAG benefits. Get the fuck out of here, yo. You're getting SAG benefits, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Whenever you're working, everybody's like, yes, we're family, but let you be unemployed. Cállate la boca. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So let's just go ahead and wrap this up. So they're still going at it. Last I checked.
Yeah.
D.L. Hughley brought up the timing with the whole Gina thing.
Yeah.
Which I think has a lot of credibility to it.
Yeah.
And DL said, I said what I said, no takebacks. It is what it is, which I could respect.
Right.
So DL Hughley started retweeting some things that people were tweeting at him. And one of which he said, someone said, nah, Terry Crews sold his soul and butthole in Hollywood.
God damn.
And he needed to be called out by DL.
Yo. Oh.
Well, let me just say this.
But that proves my point. I told you.
Yeah.
I told you.
That proves your point. But let me just say this.
Yeah.
And I am not implying nothing. I'm not saying I have any proof of anything. This is just my own personal opinion. I have not, met Terry Crews in person. I've been in the same,
Yeah.
room with him and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I mean, him and I have never actually
Awesome
talked.
dude. Awesome dude.
I believe it. I remember, you know, when he was in, was it Next Friday or Friday After Next?
When he was
chasing
chasing after Cat Williams.
Bro, when he was trying to rape Cat Williams.
Yeah.
I am a boy!
Yes.
I remember he was trying to fuck me in the movie.
Right.
I remember that shit. That's some bullshit.
Let me just say this. As a man.
Yes.
And I'm like 6'2", you know, 220 or so.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
fairly,
you ain't no
I'm one
small
of a-
dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a small, you know, guy. I'm one of the larger, you know, males,
Right.
you know, out there. For me to walk up to someone with the overall build of a Terry Crews
Phew.
and to grab him by the dick or even do something that I would find to be somewhat questionable, I would have a certain level of fear that there might be a physical altercation because of this.
Of course.
Right? As a
course.
man.
Of course.
As a man, if I were to do this, unless there was some sort of indication or some story I heard or what someone told me or an indication that that person gave me that it's okay to do this.
Right. Listen, I wouldn't grab a big chick. You understand? I wouldn't grab a chick that was like, you know what I mean?